to. It's only a 4 minute video. I wanted to start over and
Truth has become a right-wing concept.
do and
You cannot say it, because if you say it, you are considered right-wing. And to be right-wing is to be in league with the forces of evil. It is a Manichaean division between ideologies of one kind or another and those who don't subscribe to those ideologies. And the ideologies brook no dissent because they represent, in the minds of people who promote them, they represent goodness, brotherhood of man, progress, reason, education.
and see that's what I've been talking about. She said, the brotherhood, yeah, all of that. Remember, I kept saying they just wanted to be part of something, and how that's why it's so attractive to them to become a communist Democrat. They feel like they're part of, especially bums and these dudes who, like I said, hey, they didn't have the courage to join a gang. I'm just saying, old fashioned. Well, 89, 90, 87, when they spread out across the country. And like I said, it wasn't about just doing crimes. It was about just getting money. Now it's just about trying to be a part of something, you know. And like I said, it got to the point. That's why I said the real gangster rap was positive, because it motivated. When I found out about other ways of these welding jobs or air conditioning, it's like shit. I can do that instead of fucking risking my going freedom or life, getting killed, going to prison. It's like that. If you this is just sparked the listen, the anything that's gonna bring you some money, you know. But yeah, that's what it's like. They all. That's remember I keep saying it. Like the old dude across the street, they all in the that dude that always walk by that live in that apartment, whatever. I ain't putting nobody. What I'm saying, they all now all of a sudden. Remember, if I'm out there in the front, somebody will walk by, hey, and it's just brotherhood. Remember I said that. It's like phony. Just everybody's just so friendly and hey, but it's a show.
And anyone who opposes them is against all good things. So they are not just wrong.
And like I said, another thing, what I'll say, the part when I kept telling them, it's like they really believe being good to each other. You are supposed to be good to each other, but you're supposed to be good to everybody. See what I'm saying? They're the ones who don't love their enemy. We're not, oh, you Trumpers, y'all don't. No, y'all are the ones who are suppressing. We'll just leave you alone. That's love in itself. I'm not going to hinder you. I'm not going to give you money. That you the one who label that help. Giving you money as help. Hey, I need some help. I'm like, okay, what do you need? Moving some furniture? Need a ride or so? No, I need some money. No, that's not help. That's a loan. You want a loan, and you ain't gonna either a loan or a donation. You need to use those words. Can you donate some money to me? So I know not to even expect it. So anything I give you, I was able to give. Okay, yeah, I can give you $5. I can afford that. Whatever. Or if you close friend or relative and you need some help, that type of help, yeah, all right, I got about 80 for you. It's like, all right, don't worry about it. You already know you ain't gonna see that money again. So here, it's all good. But that's the point why I always say something like that. If it's a relative or a sibling or a child, a grown child, or what's the problem? You want to know because you actually care. You can't just keep asking for money. It's like, no, why? I don't want you to have to keep asking, because one, you're gonna feel like you don't want to keep coming back to me. So now you're gonna try to find other things, other ways to find the money, and the problem the problem needs to be fixed. Why you don't have money? But this is what I'm talking about. And all the time, now these murder rates increasing again. The family come on and talk about they just give a good person. Last week, I would see a bunch of them. They give you the sheriff they back. They don't put a magic shield. And like I said, more than likely, they're only good to their people, their friends, their gang, everybody else. They're not like the rest of you. You have to be good to everybody. Y'all think that's weak. It would tell you though, it's not
People
weak.
to
I
be
tried to
argued
tell you
with.
that.
They're people to be
That wasn't
removed
gangster
and
shit. You're not
silenced
gangster.
because otherwise you're against all good things. So it's that division between good and evil. And unfortunately, if you stand up against an ideology like, I don't know, so-called anti-racism, which basically says all white people are bad,
Critical theory.
or critical theory, or you stand up and say a woman is defined by her biology, you're against transgender. So, as you know, there's no discussion. You are cancelled. You are removed. You have to be silenced. This dissent cannot be permitted. So we're in what a thinker of a previous age called cultural.
Like I said, like remember a couple of months ago, I did a video real quick in the parking lot of that hospital. I was a dishwasher, right? And they got rid of me, right? Nah, they did because they had a bunch of them coming up to me. They tried, they're sucking their teeth. They mad because the female, she was another what was the app Upshift person. She was an upshift too, but she's from New York. She was like, "Yeah, I moved down. It's racist down here." And like, what? Where racist? Where? I had seen that. Always. I'm like, no, and I'm like, what y'all keep saying is offensive to black men. We're not, this ain't against white men. I'm just saying, ain't nobody. What are you scared of? It's not about fear. It's like, no, that's offensive for you to say that. That we got to bow down to white men. No, but they ain't been doing nothing. And they got mad. And that's what I'm saying. They took me. I had a job. I was supposed to come back that Thursday and Friday, but they took me off. No explanation. I contacted the app. Oh, you're welcome to find other jobs. And on the app. I'm like, well, why I can't work at that place? Oh well, maybe something happened, or they just don't need y'all no more. We just going back and forth. Clear got getting rid of me because I'm not a Democrat. That's exactly what she said. Cause they, like I said, we just busting suds, washing dishes. I think it paid about 15 an hour. And there was one guy. He's only like 2 years older than me. And I'm like, I'm expecting him to say like 3 years. I asked him, how long you been up here? 3 or 4 years. That nigga said 30. I said, damn, how old is it? He said, yeah, damn, you only 2 years. So that means he started in like 93 or 92. Like when he was 18. And you ain't never left it. I guess he kind of, that's what we're talking about. As black folks, that type of stuff, we used to say, at one hand, yeah, it's good you stuck it out, and you're gonna have a lot of benefits because it's a hospital. He gonna have benefits in retirement and by the '90s, he got there, before the 401k phase, by now. So he got in early. He gonna have, but I mean, it's fine, and he only like what 51 or something, and yeah, so he gonna be good when he retired. That mean, but it's like you could have did 20 here and left 10 years ago. It started somewhere else and got another 20. But hey, because he looked at me, he kind of laughed like, hey, somebody. But he was cool. He was cool. He's like, somebody got to do it. I said, yeah, you right. But yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Now, with him, he didn't have that. I mean, when he started as a dishwasher, who knows what he was making in 92, 93? Probably like $7. Probably not even that much. But he stuck it out. But see, that's the point. Either at least he don't make no excuses. He just says somebody, whatever, his family, kid. If he got kids by now, maybe even grandkids, that's on him. There ain't nobody dissing him because that's why I knew he had that little smile. Because I'm sure people said it. Damn, 30 years, nigga. But anyway,
Totalitarianism. No alternative is to be permitted. Now, first of all, that is an assault on individual freedom of expression and freedom. But it's also a complete repudiation of reason. Because if you say there is nothing that you can say that can dissent from my ideology, and you say you're bringing evidence to oppose me, well, that cannot be the case. If you're denying evidence and reality and thinking and engagement with an idea, then you're denying reason itself. And so the irony is that in an age of supposed reason, we're so rational that we've dispensed with religion. Only idiots have any kind of religious sense because it's not based on reason. That's the thinking. So we're so rational we've got rid of religion, and yet we are repudiating rationality completely. This is something that doesn't quite add up. So I would say that we are in a new age of unreason. That's what we're in. An age of unreason. That's what we've unleashed. And it's an irony because we've done it under the aegis of being rational. But in getting rid of religion, we have unleashed an age of unreason. And what follows from that is the erosion of freedom, freedom to think, freedom to speak, freedom to act, and a complete confusion about where the limit should be drawn between what I want and what others need. My duty to others and my wish to realize my own potential. In other words, it's I versus we, and all those things. And the confusion is epic. But that's where we are. But again, we have no cultural leaders, religious, political, whatever, standing up saying this. And I'm sure, I may be naive, but I'm pretty sure that what I'm saying may not be thought about in these terms by many people. But I'm pretty sure that if enough leaders got up and said this, it would start striking chords, because people need to live in a society which is civilized, which looks after the welfare of others rather than yourself. We all know this. But we've kind of allowed ourselves collectively to ignore it and push it to one side. It requires leadership. We don't have it. That's the problem.
And like I always said, see, it's more and more real intellectuals speaking out. And like I said, like she said, the choirs looking out for each other. They tried to act like they were the ones who cared about other people. Like I said, they always put it on a show and have somebody homeless while I'm going in the store. It's a gang stalker. I'm like, you need to get the people who sent you here to pay you more than, some more money, instead of coming trying to put a show on for me because I'm spending my own money in a grocery store buying my own food and you're hungry. You need to tell her, hey, nah, fuck all that. Give me some food. Well, no, he's selfish. Okay, well, I don't care about him. Give me some food. If you got the gas to follow him around, you got the electronic technology to monitor him everywhere he goes, then you got the money to give me some fucking food 3 times a day. Shit, in a hotel room is that. You spend all this money monitoring him. Shit, give me an apartment. That's what y'all need to be asking for. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all really just fucking stupid. Like I said, it's falling apart. Nobody believes that y'all care. Communists care about other people and gonna spread the wealth and take care of everybody. Everybody knows this bullshit. And you niggas going along with that shit, you stupid. You're only going along out of spite. You're mad that we was able to get things without having to stab people in the back and become a communist. And you're mad about it. And that's all you rather, it's one of them things. If you can't have none, then nobody can. That's your problem. Evil, nasty. But so let me the last one. I'm gonna do one real quick about Jamie Foxx. I'm just finna make a whole nother one right quick.